Hey, welcome back. It's another video. Today we're talking about mental health again. So I wanted to share with you guys a book that I have read. It is called Out of the Maze. Really great book. It has helped me think differently. Just think differently. Open my mind. You know, my mind is not thinking the best right now. I've switched positions and jobs, so my previous was a little stressful, so my brain is coming back a little. But Out of the Maze is a sequel to Who Moved My Cheese. Who Moved My Cheese is about these 4 mice, and they're in this maze together, and they're looking for cheese to eat. And basically, it is a metaphor to human life, basically. Like, if you read the book, go through the book, and compare it to your own life, like, there are scenarios that are comparable. And today I'm going to just share what I think I learned from it, what I got out of it the most. I've got some notes here, so that's what I'm going to be reading from. I'm also going to be talking a little bit freely as well. I just did write some notes that I kind of wanted to talk from. So yeah, I'm going to get into it now. So Heem was one of the mice. He was a mouse that more dwelled on things. It was hard for him to move past things. He only believed in one thing, and that one thing was right, and there was no other way, basically. So I feel like I'm like Heem. I'm working on not being like Heem. I mean, we can still be Heem and progress in life. You know what I mean? But just reading this book has opened my mind so much, and I want to share it with you guys because the author himself, Spencer Johnson, Dr. Spencer Johnson, wrote something in there, and it made me want to share it with you guys. So I think I'm like Heem because Heem would keep his same beliefs and would get caught up in his thoughts. Heem would think that there wasn't hope and would give up easy. He thought that there was only the maze. When I interpreted this book, I tried to apply the examples and scenarios to my life. There was a quote in the book that really stuck out to me, and I mean, the whole book stuck out to me, but this is something that just kind of really caught my eye, and it was more the discussion after the book, because this book is, I can't think of the right word here, but you compare it to your life, you know. And so let me just read this quote. "Well," said Alex, "I've been so focused on the problems, on changing my industry, how confusing it is, how hard it is to keep up and know what to do next." "You said you'd move with the cheese if you could," put in Brooke, reading from her notes. "But half the time you don't even know where it went." "Right," said Alex, "and that's exactly what he was trying to do, right? Roaming all over the maze, trying to find the solution, but where he needed to start wasn't anywhere in the maze. It was right in his own head. When you said get out of the maze, it hit me. The maze I'm stuck in isn't my job or my company or even my industry. It's my own approach. The maze I need to get out of, it's my own thinking." Now, I'm that type of person to where I'm going to think, okay, why am I thinking this way? Why am I feeling down? There's something logical to it, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm feeling down and I'm feeling like maybe anxious or just, you know, we all have that feeling. It's like, I want somebody around. You gotta move past it. It's your own thinking, you know? Myself, I don't know where that stems from, of me wanting to have somebody around or feeling like I need somebody around. Like, there'll be days, yes, of course, where I'm like, yeah, let's do this. I'm motivated. You know, I got this. You know, I don't need nobody around me, you know? But there are other days, like, okay, for example, today, I got off work, started driving home, You know, like I just said, I just transferred. So it's been a little different. I've had to communicate with, you know, new people, learn how they work at everything. And so it's different. It's the same job, but it's different. And so what are you doing, ladies boy? Come here. Come here, baby boy. You're messing up my production here. Get out of there. Come on. Alright, lost the train of thought. That's okay. So, I am that type of person who likes to think about it more logical. Why am I thinking this way? Why do I feel so anxious? Why am I wanting this person around? I feel that they're, not always, because obviously things just happen. You know what I mean? But I'm a person that's wanting to figure out why my brain's thinking this way. Like why? You know what I mean? There's got to be a reason. There's got to be something that either triggered it, something that happened in my life, something in a past relationship. So when I read this book, it really kind of made me think, okay, well, maybe it's what you believe in. Maybe things that you think should happen for yourself. So I feel like I have put myself in this maze that has made me think that certain things, think that certain beliefs are true, when really maybe that's just what I learned from somebody else and I went with it. You know what I mean? So going off of what somebody else says may not be the best option. You know, I've been figuring out that doing what makes you the happiest is the best. Doing what you think is the best and not caring what somebody else thinks, you know. There was another quote that says, when you allow yourself to believe it, an entire world of new opportunities opens its doors to you. I believe that truly. Once I read this book, and I mean, this is my third video, so once I read this book and thought about it, it's like, I believe I can do this. I believe that I'm going to help so many people. And imagine that, you know what I mean, in an actual scenario, and talking with you guys made it so much more real and made me so much more motivated to do this. It blows my mind. I want you guys to read this book, please. If you are going through it, if you can't think, like, if you want help getting out of the way you think, if you feel that the way you think is the reason of why you're where you're at now, myself, okay. Like I've said in my previous video, I grew up in not the most ideal, you know, family, life, whatever, which is fine. I'm grateful to be where I'm at now because I can share with you guys. And if I wouldn't have come where I came from, I don't think I would have ever read this book. I don't think that I would think the way I'm thinking now. But when you open your mind to new opportunities, new beliefs, it can be endless. You can accomplish anything, you know. Another quote, it says in there, and I'll leave you with this thought. If you feel you got anything of value from this little story, then I hope you will share it with others. That gave me the chills. When I was reading this book, that was the last page, okay? That was the last words before the discussion. It said, I'll leave you with this thought. If you feel you got anything of value from this little story, then I hope you will, ... Turn the page, share it with others. Oh my gosh, it gave me the chills, you guys, because I got such, empowered. I got so empowered. I was so empowered by this message from this book because I thought there was no end. Like Heem thought, oh, I'm stuck in the maze. I'm stuck here. If I don't eat cheese, I'm going to die. You know what I mean? And he was only looking for cheese. if he wouldn't have found hope, hope is one of the other mice in the story, but if he wouldn't have found hope, he would have been stuck in the maze. He would have died in the maze, you know. And I'm getting chills as I'm talking about it now. Like, the maze is your mind. In the book it says there's dark alleys and dark corners, and he avoided those corners, you know. Sometimes those dark corners are scary and you don't want to go through it, you don't want to experience it, but those experiences make you who you are. Yet it's scary, but it makes you who you are. And beliefs create impacts on your behavior and the results you get. So if you believe that you're going to have a shitty day, you're probably not going to act the most pleasant. You know, if you're in a customer service job and you're like, today's going to be a shitty day, I'm going to have to deal with shitty customers, you're going to go to work thinking that way. You're going to go to work acting that way. You're going to treat the customers not the best. Your results are going to end in that customer treating you like crap. They're going to just be like, not wanting to talk to you, not wanting to tell you have a good day. You know, if you go in there and like, today's going to be a great day regardless if this customer comes up to me and treats me like crap. You know, if you're coming in, all right, it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. You know, you're thinking that way, all right, this customer's crappy, whatever. Brush it off, you know what I mean? Go to the next one. The next one's going to be better. Next one's going to be better. And you know what? You're going to leave work happy. You're going to leave work feeling fulfilled. You know what I mean? You're going to be like, dang, all right, that was good. You know what I mean? And, okay, not every day is going to be that way. Not every day is going to be easy like that. Like I said today, man, like I said, I transferred stores, and I miss my old crew. I miss my old people, you know, and it kind of got to me maybe a little, not teary-eyed, you know what I mean? But it's like when you get that little feeling, you're like, oh, you know. We got to move past it. There were also a few other things that I wanted to discuss in this book. He said in the book that he could only eat cheese or believe what he thought was the only truth. He became more open-minded and tried the apple and gained hope and realized his old beliefs were holding him back. He tried new ways about finding his cheese and found a way out of the maze, found a ton more cheese and apples. And I look at that as a way of hope for myself, because I'm in the position right now where, like I said, I want somebody around. And I've been that type of person where I just let anybody in my life, and it hasn't resulted in something good. You know, so actions and behaviors, they give you the result, you know. So if you're unhappy and you're just going to have whoever around, you may not be happy. And I thought about that in my own life, that if I just be patient, just allow myself to regroup and refocus and better myself, you know, read more books, go back to the gym every day, you know, and just focus on me, I'm gonna gain so much more cheese and apples. Like, I don't know if I'm making sense to any of you guys, but this book, if you were here with me when I read this book and the way I felt, like, I had chills reading the last few pages of the discussion, because maybe that was hope. Maybe that was hope tingling in me, you know, like, you got this. This is just a downside of the journey. You know, this is a journey. You have to work on it every single day. If you don't work on your mental health every single day, you're gonna fall. You know, like, I don't know how to put it, and I don't know if I make sense, but guys, this book was so empowering, and I'm so grateful that I found it and read it. I just want you guys to know that in the way that this book made me feel, I know that there is a solution for feeling lonely and feeling like you need that person around, you know, and you don't have to have whoever around, you know. Like I said in my notes, it starts in your head. You know, the maze is your head. And I promise you, if you read this book and you are the person that thinks the way that I think, I'm like he. You know, I'm a very hard critic on myself, and I'll beat myself down. And he found the way out. He found hope, you know, the other mice. And he got out of there. You know, you gotta have faith, and you gotta have hope, and you're gonna get out of there. I mean, I'm not out of it yet. You know, I'm discovering those dark corners and hallways like he had, and he found more cheese in those dark corners and alleys. And I know that in my heart that I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. And I wanted to share it with you because this was like the simplest, rawest way to give you an example of how you can get through life. Basically, your beliefs, what you believe in, like if you believe so hard in something, that's what you're going to get. The results, that's what your results are going to be, is what you're thinking so hard. But if you're like, okay, let me assess this. If I'm thinking this, but I'm getting this, that doesn't make sense. Okay, that's an old belief. Let me move past that, you know? Let me actually read. There's some actually really good quotes in here that blew my mind, let me tell you. So I'm going to just go through a few of them. So this one says, sometimes you have to believe it before you can see it. Now, a lot of the time, that quote's a little flip. A lot of people will say, oh, I have to see it to believe it. Okay, but if you wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, and you don't see it, you won't believe it. You know what I mean? If you believe in yourself before you get there, like I just said, this is my third video, okay? If I see it before I believe it, I'm going to be nowhere. I'm going to be 3 videos in and be done, you know? If I believe, okay, yes, I want to help people with this mental health. I want to help people get past this. And I can see that, or, you know, if I can believe that, I'm going to see it down the road. Now, if you don't see it right away, keep pushing. Now, I have been the person to think with my heart. Don't do that, okay? They always say, don't think with your heart, think with your gut. Now, if you get that gut feeling that, okay, maybe this isn't the thing, maybe this isn't right, or you don't feel motivated to be doing this, all right, maybe you need to change your belief, you know? And maybe you'll be able to see it in the future. Let's see, another good one. Now, there are no limits to what you can believe. You can believe anything, okay? We're able to do that because nobody can tell us what we can believe or not believe. It's up to you. It's in your mind. You can believe anything. But caution, because if you believe anything, you can put yourself in that dark alley with no cheese. There are some alleys with no cheese. So yeah. Another really good one. What would you do if you believed it was possible? Okay? There are times where it's like, damn, that's not possible. There are so many things that has to be done for this to happen. Now, if you just believe that it's possible, if you're like, all right, this is possible, I can do this, and do what needs to be done, you're going to get it. Now, if you're not willing to do what the unwilling is not willing to do, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck. Okay? Another really good one. You are not your belief. You are the person who chooses your beliefs. Now, that was a really good one for me because people always say that you are what you believe. It sounds accurate, okay? But reading this, you are not your beliefs. You are the person who chooses your beliefs, okay? Another really good one, you can change your mind. You can choose a new belief. I think that was really encouraging to me because I'm always the person to go ask somebody else's opinion because it's not that I don't want to be wrong, okay? I was going to say I don't want to be wrong, but it's not that I don't want to be wrong. I'm the person that likes to do it right. In the past, I've always just done whatever I wanted, and it hasn't worked for me. So I've learned if I've gotten advice or opinions from somebody else that I can either pick and choose. You can change your mind, and you can choose new beliefs. If you believe, you can change it. Another really good one. Some beliefs can hold you down. Other beliefs can lift you up. Now that is very, very true because someone can believe something is true and then until it happens to them and they have to make a decision, that's when that belief can change. If you find yourself in a position where, oh, I don't think I would have done something like that, or, you know, I don't think I would have done that, you know, there's no way. But until you come into a situation that you have never been in, you can't say that. Until you experience it, you know, you never know. You don't. And that's something that can hold you down. Other beliefs can lift you up. Once you know that old belief was just something that you maybe agreed with somebody else, and you're like, oh yeah, you know, that's something that, yeah, I wouldn't do that, you know. Alright, cool. But when you go through that and you figure out that that's something that you would do, you have a new belief. That's that new belief right there. That, you know, until you go through that situation, you don't know. You can't believe it for 100%, you know. Let's see, another good one. An old belief can hold you prisoner. And it's just to add to that other one. I'm trying to think of a really good scenario here. Maybe just something as far as health. You believe that eating any diet, okay, let's say you're eating healthy, you're eating yogurts, and you're eating, you know, your chicken and rice and veggies every day, and you believe and trust that that is true. You know, you see results from it. And so you continue with that. But for me, for example, that's something that helped me get where I am now in my fitness journey. But I've become, I wouldn't say vegan, but I've come to a whole food plant-based diet because my health. Eating yogurts and chicken wasn't digesting well with me. So I had to believe in something new. I had to believe that a vegan whole food plant-based diet is going to be better for me. And I feel that it has spontaneously improved my health. I feel so much more happy. I feel so much more sustained, fulfilled. You know, the problems I was having with animal products, I don't have anymore with a plant-based whole food diet, you know. So just your beliefs, what you believe in. Sometimes that one belief can get you so far, and you have to change that belief. And that's okay, because that's what life's about, you know? Let's see here. I got another good one for you. A belief is a thought that I trust is true. So that's a good one, because believe in your thought. Wait, let's see. A belief is a thought that I trust is true. So basically, just a belief is your thought. A thought that, you know, oh, this is wrong, this is right. You know, and once you determine if that's right or wrong, you know, that's when it becomes a belief. And that's powerful. I mean, and my main purpose here is I want you to read this, because the way it has made me feel, I feel that it can help so many more people. And in this mental health journey, I guess we'll call it, right? Mental health journey is something that we practice on daily. Though there are so many good tips in these books, guys. Like, I think it would help so good, and help so good. Jeez, I can't talk. I think it would help so well, and I'm just mind blown, I guess. I want you to read it. I want you guys to read it, okay? Because it helped me. It helped me think differently, and it helped me be more motivated in myself without having anybody around, okay? I just know that this helped me, and I wanted to share it with you and share my thoughts with you, because I think it can benefit you. So, after rambling for so long, I will end this here. I will link both books below. So, Who Moved My Cheese and Out of the Maze, those are both the books. It's a little series there. Very helpful for me, very mind-opening, and very just rejuvenating. I feel so good after these books, and I wanted to share them. So, I'm going to end it here. I hope that this was enjoyable. If so, give me a thumbs up, guys. If not, leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about it. If you do read the books, let me know what you think. Maybe we can discuss this further. I can make a better video on this or whatever. But, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you next time.